Alright, welcome back to another episode of Art Time, where today we're going to be drawing, or in this case coloring in, the Steampunk Breastplate. I believe an aqua steam-based armament from Elementals Reborn. I'm tired still, but we'll try to do this, so if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Alright, so I am still extremely tired. I was planning on doing this yesterday, but I was too tired. So I got the outline done with instead. But we're going to try it now. I just hate being tired so much. But you know, it is what it is. We just got to keep going through with this. And hopefully we'll get done with this in like less than an hour or so. Alright, so this, whoops, I guess I could probably recolor. This is a breastplate that essentially utilizes steam-based magic. In terms of defense, definitely pretty high up there, especially given the fact that it's using, I guess just metal, really. Really the best way to describe it is just some form of metal. And, yeah. That's all I got to say about that. Nothing more at the moment, for now. Alright, well, I probably need to do a little bit of, I'll have this all on one same layer or something. I don't think there's any reason to not have it like that. Alright, so what can we talk about to try to, get this done with a little quicker? Now, I can give you an Elden Ring update. I somehow managed to kill the freaking dragon in one attempt. I don't know how the hell I managed that. I thought it was going to be a way more difficult fight than it led on. You know, giant dragon coming down and becoming an issue. Nope, apparently not. Apparently, if you use your horse smart and dodge the flaming attacks, and also heal your horse up if it gets hit by many of the, ability? The dragon's claws and teeth and whatnot. It's actually a pretty easy fight. Especially if you use a katana. I think a large majority of that fight consisted of just a level 2, I think it was. It was either level 2 or a level 3 katana. The starter katana you get, but the one you can also get in one of the dungeons. With the assassin guys, who can lose like half their health from a lone wolf somehow. So yeah. Yeah, there's that. There's that indeed. Which is strange to think. Oh, also, I killed the mariner as well in one attempt. That one kind of makes sense. Although I somehow didn't take a single bit of damage from the boss itself. I might have taken damage from the skeletons, I just don't remember. But yeah, the mariner wasn't really that difficult. Surprisingly. Anyways, yeah, that's what we did. We took on those bosses. And we also explored a little bit of the Weeping Peninsula. That area. Not all of it yet. I think what I'm going to do is try to take on the rest of the bosses within Limgrave outside of Margaret. That's right, I'm going to keep calling him Margaret. So yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Maybe today, maybe not. We'll see. So, yeah. Hopefully it will not be too annoying. I will say, the one freaking annoyance that I had, I don't know why, but for some reason, the goddamn statues I have more trouble with than a literal freaking dragon. I don't understand why. Took a few attempts to kill that one statue in the Weeping Peninsula with freaking the 4 ads there. I guess because the ads were there, we're making it a little bit more difficult. You know what I mean? Cat who's messing with the trash can for some reason. Yeah, you were supposed to be beneath these. Yeah, right, I remember now. So yeah. Also, there was this new area that I went into that I didn't really, remember much about. It's the underground area. What was it? Sofra's Lake or something? Yeah, I feel like we're under-leveled for that. I somehow managed to clear out all of the guys inside of the first area that you go into. You know, those spear guys, those things. The spears that can freaking pull you in closer to the enemy, because why not? So, for crying out loud, this freaking fat finger nonsense. And I fat fingered shift as well, but it's a good thing that doesn't do anything. What are you doing, cat? What are you messing with? I want to get a drink. So yeah. Want to know how I know that this area was a higher level? Because the crab I took on, the big one, had a lot more health than the other one. And that's when I realized, maybe I shouldn't be down here yet. Yeah, sure, I managed to kill them all, despite the odds, using my bow and arrow and katana. But I don't think it's really worth attempting at the moment. Not even a good place to farm for ruins either. I mean, you kidding me? They don't give me enough ruins to warrant going out of my way to just kill them a bunch. You know what I mean? I'm sure you know what I mean. There's not many bosses left in the first area for me to take on. If you don't count, what's his name, Margaret, and the bosses that are before that area, I think there's only 7 bosses left for me to take on. There's this bird thing, apparently. Pumpkin head guy. Yeah, that guy. Who I didn't even realize he was that was like a boss area in this Waypoint Ruin thing when I looked into it. And I did look up, like, what bosses I have left, because I do kind of want to go and kill all the bosses, if at all possible. Cloth. Even the optional ones that don't matter. That's what I want to try to do. There's that Stone Digger troll. You know, that troll that's made of stone. I'm going to have to get myself an upgraded mace or a flail or something that does strike to kill that thing. I have to imagine, because all the enemies there, it really don't take a lot of damage to my katana. So I got to get this mace upgrade. I mean, at least a lot of the tier 2 stuff is there. Tier 2. The smithing stone stuff, I meant to say, not tier 2. That made no sense at all. This, the color swatch I have for this is a mess right now. It's a good thing you can't see, because then you would question how the hell I'm able to do anything here with this. Anyways, yeah. Aside from that, there's apparently these 2 circular areas where you go into the center and activate it. I did see Blythe, though, so one of them might be easier. I don't know yet. I haven't tried it yet. Apparently another cave I didn't see. I didn't find. And I still got that imp statue area close to the whatever the graveyard's name was. Shrine Graveyard, what was it called? Can't recall. So, yeah. Yeah. Actually, here's a good example of, bow and arrow tactics. People say that bow and arrows aren't a good way to go about, fighting things, Well, I killed that, skeleton guy, the one that replaces the merchant in the War Master's shack, with bow and arrows. That was pretty much almost all bow and arrows, because his attack was a little bit annoying to try to dodge consistently. So all I did was just dodge the first one, and then just run a little bit back so I don't get hit again, because I think he was doing way more damage than what I could tank. And then I just kept shooting at him with arrows. Too bad I couldn't summon anything, which kind of sucks that there are some bosses that you can't summon anything with, because it would be nice to have the ability to have some assistance from my summons, you know what I mean? We were able to kill him in one attempt, but my god was it close call on several occasions. There was also, oh yeah, I didn't even tell you what happened with those guys in the Soria Lake, or Sylvia, or Sophia, or Srophia. I can't remember the name. I devolved to calling that one red area with the rot Sicilian, and that's forever going to be called Sicilian to me now. Ah, yes, Sicilian. It makes sense. The sky's red. There's a lot of meat. Maybe there's some tomato. I don't know. Some tomato mixed in with that blood. Maybe that's what scarlet rot tastes like. It tastes like tomato. Where's the cheese, you may ask? I have no idea. So, anyways, yeah. We were in that area, taking on those guys with the spears, and we almost died, like literally a slither of health left. I think we were at 1 HP. We somehow managed to not die. Thankfully, we were able to back up and do some dabblage. But my God, was that a close call. Part of me kind of wants to try to, like, what's the word? I kind of want to go and kill every single boss outside of the area past, or in Stormvale. Not past, although I guess technically past being that one boss. You know what I mean. Kill every boss outside of Stormvale. And just farm up to level 60. Go into the Sophia Lake. Sofa Lake? Yeah, sure, Sofa Lake, why not? And, just upgrade my weaponry. I'm pretty sure at this point I can basically just murk, what's his name, Margaret. We're just going to name them wrongly for the entirety of this because, well, he doesn't deserve it, and Sicilian doesn't deserve it either. With, some of the tedium. I did, however, get a little indication of some physical damage increase in Beastmaster's Sanctuary, whatever the hell it was called. The Beast guy, the guy with the death root stuff. And surprisingly, it wasn't that hard to get down to. I thought it was gonna suck, but it didn't suck, and that's good. Now we got ourselves a little bit of physical damage. It doesn't help too much, but it is good. It's nice to have. You know what I mean? Nice to have some semblance of increased armor if we're going like, light armor. Whoops. So that's what we did. That's where we're at right now. Now, aside from that, I did finally come across a formidable bear, albeit we were able to kill it without too many annoyances. When I say too many annoyances, I mean no deaths. Dying once is an annoyance. That's why those statue guys are annoying. Christ, even the frickin' first statue. That's like those two are the optional bosses that I seem to have the most problems with. Pipe. I don't know what that would be called, but I'm just going to call it a pipe. I don't understand why. Is it their rigid movement or something? I have no clue. Well, regardless, I did manage to kill those two. Although I guess because of the frickin' second one having ads, that was annoying. Oops. You fool. You named the wrong one. So anyways, as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, I found a potion. After having finally went to Mistwoods, I got like the potion thing that allows me to get like a buff. Alongside that, I also got a little bit more potion upgrade. So I'm at +2 potion, and I got 6 potions, 5 going into my health pots, and 1 going into FP because of the summon that I need to use. I have exactly 100 FP. And the only way for me to be able to use the summon alongside using skills like Unsheath or that new Bloodblade I got for completing Hunter Yura's little side quest, I guess. I don't know. He was there talking about the dragons, but going over to that Bloodfinger guy, the one that has the dual daggers, he's like, that's when his quest starts, I guess. I don't know. Needless to say, I got the dagger. I also got another dagger, getting the Dragon Crest defense thingy, whatever the hell that one's called. So yeah, all in all, we're doing pretty good. Killing most bosses without too many issues, killing most enemies without too many issues. So far, the only enemy we've come across that was a bit of annoyance is the big bear. Not really worth fighting either. I mean, yeah, sure, it's good to have the fight under your belt and whatnot. But also, it's just not worth it. I can understand if you gave me like 1,000, but half of a freaking troll, trolls are easy to kill. You know, the first time I was up against a troll, I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to kill this thing? And then as soon as I got like into the groove of things, I'm literally slaying like 5 trolls in less than 3 minutes for the sake of farming ruins. So yeah, all in all, I think the trolls don't deserve that 1,000 mark. Some of them apparently have like 7,000 they can give. Now, I don't know if that's just like a rare drop or if there is just a troll out there that can drop that amount. Or that's just the amount that it can drop throughout like the areas you see them in. Either way, some trolls can drop a hell of a lot more, right, Cat? And, yeah. I feel like ginormous bears that have way more health or way more damage and like attacks than the trolls do should at least give you way more ruins. Ruin distribution seems a little bit all over the place sometimes. I guess in the beginning, trolls look like intimidating monsters, and going up against them first time around, and if you are even able to kill one without dying, you get that 1,000 that you deserve. But what about all the others? You know what I mean? What about all the others? Well, I guess it doesn't exactly matter. I have no reason to go after the big bears, except for that one white bear that we still gotta do, which I apparently found the dungeon of, but I didn't want to go down there with the ruins that I have. The point of no return. That's the thing I'm trying to do here. I've stated this before, but I'll state it multiple times. I'm trying to not lose all of my ruins. Now, I guess technically 2,000, 3,000, even 5,000 isn't really considered a lot anymore, because all that is just 3 minutes of go the Troll Valley on my horse and then just slice them up a bit, heal up a little bit, and then slice up some more if I need to heal up. And then we just keep that cycle up until we level up. I could probably just do a troll farm to try to get to a higher level and essentially just, what's the word? What is it, like 2 to 3 trolls per 2 to 3 minutes? 2 to 3 troll runs per 2 to 3 minutes? Well, I guess technically 9 minutes, 10 minutes to get a level up? Well, I guess that would be the most efficient way if you're struggling to try to progress in the early game. If you can kill trolls as effectively as you can within the span of 3 minutes, then that would be the best way for you to get ruins. Pass behind the War Master's shack and into this big open plateau field. Make sure you use one of the trolls to destroy a statue that has loot in it. I mean, I feel like that's pretty obvious, but some people might not realize. Oh, right, the nodes are their own thing. I should do all the nodes one at a time, or at one time. All at once, I mean, not one at a time. I am tempted to farm up to 60 and then try to go into the Sofra's Lake area instead of taking on Margaret. Just to be like, I completed every single even in Sicilian. I'll even go see if I can go into Sicilian. I'm not going to at the moment, but, you know, maybe I will. I don't know. Just to say that I completed everything before going on to the main game. I might be completely over-leveled for this area now, but hey, at least now I'm on even footing with everyone else, am I right? Yeah. Well, regardless, doesn't exactly matter too much. I guess I should probably still try to beat that guy. I don't know if I'm able to do it today, though, because I still want to try to at least complete all of the bosses in Limgrave and the Weeping Peninsula. Minus Sicilian and the Sulphur's Lake. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. You're going to get your Elden Ring update. And maybe one day I'll play Elden Ring on the channel as Duke Nukem. And as opposed to the Tarnished, who when they die or get brought back to life, Duke Nukem dies for good. It's the duplicants. The duplicants that come into play. Remember? If you're watching the Terraria series? I mean, obviously, if you've watched the Terraria series and seen episode 1, you will know the lore of the Dukes. Or duplicant Dukes. Sure, you can kill one Duke and be like, put these ambitions to rest. And it's like, who? Who did you just say? I don't know who you are, but all I know is I gotta kill you. Wait, you do not remember me? I killed you not too long ago. What? No, you didn't. I'm still alive. And there's like more Dukes start coming in as he just keeps on trying to kill Dukes. And he's like, where the hell are they all coming from? This is not the same Duke. They're just not the same man that I've killed countless times. These are literal different men. How are there so... Who's duplicating this man? Or who's cloning this man? I don't know what the hell kind of like word they would describe the Dukes. All I know is that the Dukes keep coming in and then they keep dying and all the bosses are just questioning how the hell this one thing keeps coming back to life, and not in the same way as the Tarnished, but in a way where it's literally a completely different man. Who is the same man, but is also... That's the thing. Cloning, at least cloning, yeah, and cloning makes sense if it, like, certain instances in the environment changes the characters. The best example I can think of is from Rick and Morty with Beth and her clone, or whatever the hell is the clone, who knows. But with duplicants, it's a completely different matter. The Dukes share basically the same brain cell, the same personality. Same with all the other duplicants. Okay, I guess some of them do have some differences, because I do remember an instance where the Barneys have, like, baby Barneys and apparently horse Barneys, where it's literally just... You know that one mod of Skyrim with Nigel face on everything? Think of it like that, but with Barney, but, well, I think also Nigel's skin was most of the... Yeah, think of it like that mod, except it with Barney's. You know, right? Yes, of course. Okay, good. Glad we had this remembrance of that. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to do a Skyrim series. If I do, it's Duke Nukem again. Anything character creation-wise that doesn't allow me to become a ROTC cat will be Duke Nukem, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Dukem and his adventures and all the other duplicants that takes the Duke's place when that one dies. I do find it funny to think that, like, maybe at some point in the game, there's just like 100 Dukes, and the duplicator's like, alright, this test is boring me. I'm going to send in 100 Dukes. And then Margaret's like, okay, that's... How many Dukes have I killed right now? It's not even the same person. Not like the Tarnished who come back to life. It's just a different Duke who looks the same. And then it's just like, here's a rumbling noise, like, what the hell was that noise? And it's just, from the fog, you just see a bunch of Dukes with shields and swords going, oh! He's like, oh my god! And then all the Dukes just go after him and just literally just stagger him to a point where he just can't do anything. Because you can stagger him. I've done it once before. I even think I managed to get like a critical strike in on him. Couldn't do it again. At that point, who even needs to worry about going single-handedly in the freaking world when you have like hundreds of Duke army? That would be interesting if there was like some way I can mod the game in some way, shape, or form to have like a top-down bird's eye view and control just an army of Dukes. Just see all the Duke Nukems. And I would also like to see if I can get a mod where I like have sunglasses on the characters, so you know, we can keep up with the whole I can't be seen without my glasses moment. And we just have Duke, you know, with sunglasses on, And if you want to put like a helmet on, the sunglasses go on top of the helmet. I'm just imagining the image of just a knight-looking person with sunglasses on, whose muscles are way too big than most of the tarnished. It's funny to think. It is funny to think, isn't it? I don't know what kind of playthrough I would do with Duke if I decide to do the series. It's not going to be as soon as you think, because I already have plans for Tales of Berseria. It can be played on PC apparently, but I have to buy it again. Unless I decide to hook up the HDMI to here, but I don't know. Besides, I feel like it's just better to play that on my own for now. I'm going to just do what Jacksepticeye did and play the game enough to a point where I can feel confident that I could try to kill some of these bosses. Not at, like, low levels, but at, like, I'm going to kill a bunch of enemies, have fun, dig around, grab materials, craft stuff. I'm probably going to be the only person in the freaking YouTube landscape, maybe not, but, just because of the whole, aspect of people going gamer mode and going in with the most shittiest of gears and bashing your head against a brick wall 100 times trying to kill a boss. Because I was close to killing Margaret, but I decided to not keep trying constantly over and over again. I decided, I'm just going to do some more side quests. And it worked because in the end I ended up killing a dragon, first try somehow, then the mariner, and then I got patches. Finally got that dagger. Gotta get somber stones. I think there's one, if I can kill that one guy, because I'm looking at, I don't care about like spoilers at this point for this game. I just want to try to play this game and be just not like too overpowered, but overpowered enough to where I don't die 100 times trying to get past this one freaking boss fight. I'm surprised I haven't died at all to the dragon. That's the thing that still surprises me. I mean, I guess going on horseback and just using the horse to try to evade the... I only got hit once with the fire attack, and after that, never again. But I managed to evade that, like... what would it be, like 90 times out of 10? They fire 10 times, I wonder? Can't remember. So yeah, I'm surprised that the dragon wasn't that hard. Too bad I can't use any of its stuff because I don't have any of the, the requirements to use it. I am thinking about getting a little bit more intelligence to use one of the seals so that I can go on ahead and, I guess... I have a poison spell, incantation. I think that's what you call it. And I can't use it without a seal, apparently. And thankfully, the seal is you press the bumpers, which is L1 and R1, I believe. Unless they meant to say triggers, but hopefully that's not the case, because that wouldn't make any sense if it was a trigger, right? And the seals are like the things that allows you to use spells. So why would L1 or L2 activate that, or R2? No, it's got to be L1. Yeah, I don't think the spells have charged variants. I'm pretty sure they don't. It wouldn't make... Well, I guess they could. Why am I saying I'm pretty sure when I never used a spell? I only used a katana, double dagger, which, by the way, the double dagger is still useful. I used the double daggers to take down the stupid ads in that one statue fight. Like, I think that's the fight where I actually won. Where I have my summon distract, I used my dual daggers to try to kill those statues quickly. And also get my attacks off quickly. Anything that attacks quickly, if you have an attack that can attack them faster, like daggers, then you are going to have a much easier time. Apparently that one boss near the beast, the Deathweed guy, can give you 88 or 80, somewhere over 80,000 ruins on killing it. I don't think, even with my horse, I don't think I'll be able to kill it. I wonder if people do use their horse for fights like that. I would have to see how it works. This is what I would have to do if I decide to try to take on that boss, which it's a Sicilian boss, so I don't know if we can do that. It's still hilarious calling it Sicilian. What is its actual name again? Khaled? Something along the lines of that, right? Elden Ring. Khaled. Yeah, Khaled. I'm still going to call it Sicilian. We should all call it Sicilian. It deserves to be called Sicilian. It doesn't deserve to be called by its original name. We'll call it Sicilian. Yes. Anyways, it's a Sicilian boss. So, I don't know how well that's going to do. Considering the fact that the enemies do a decent amount of damage. Not enough to one-shot me in my current level, thankfully. Or my prior level, which I think I was like, what, 30-something or so? Even the mannequin guys, or whatever the hell those multi-arm guys are called. They did a decent amount of damage, but it was like, here's my health. And if I just dodge out of the way and run and heal and then, like, lure one over, use my katana to stagger them and kill them, then I'm not an issue. Then there's those rotting stray guys who have way too much health, but I did not try to... I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I did not try to let it do any form of damage to me. Oh, I finally found the jellyfish. I was wondering where those were. Apparently they're in Weeping Peninsula. It's rather unfortunate that they don't electrocute you. Just poison. My headcanon here is that my bandit lady is a masochist for electricity. But nothing uses there's lightning. Yeah, why doesn't the jellyfish use lightning? Yeah, I know jellyfish use poison, but I like the idea of an electric jellyfish. You know what I mean? Electric. Morbid curiosity to, know how that feels. I will say this in a little bit later, but actually I don't know what else there is to talk about here. Jellyfish. There's that one that one like duelist guy when you like beat the bloody fingers guy and then patches and then continue down the lake and eventually come across the dungeon that's there. Yeah, the duelist guy. He was surprisingly easy. I don't think I didn't take a single damage in that fight, which is surprising to me to say the least. I don't remember what enemy I fought there, though. Was it more of those imps? I can't remember. Those annoying imps that suck a lot. No, anyways. So, I have, I guess we could do a Spy X Family update. Spoilers. Well, I wouldn't really say it's too much of a spoilers. We got to the episode with Yuri, the second episode, and I gotta say, it's weird that we got like a Ghosh moment, I think his name was, right? The Mirrors guy from Black's Clover. Only difference is his freaking sister is, an adult as opposed to a child. I know it's supposed to be like, the weird, madly adore your own like siblings kind of thing that Japan usually has for some reason. But it's weird to think that that guy wants to marry his own sister. Sweet home Alabama. And what I assume is whatever this form of Japan is. I assume that's the case, right? Probably. I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, at least Ghosh wasn't like that. I need to look up. Because I feel like I'm saying a wrong name. There's Gordon. That's not Ghosh. Gosh. That's his name, right? Yeah, I was right. Gosh, not Ghosh. Coach. Yep, Okay, so, yeah, gosh. Gosh. The more you say it, the more it doesn't sound like a name. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, we got to that point. I'm not entirely too sure if this is... It's like a mixture between comedy, maybe a little bit of action, and mystery. Or, I don't know what genre this is. Actually, I could probably just look it up right now. What genre is shit? What genre is shit? Next, shonen? That's not what I want to see. No. What is this? No. Where action, comedy, spy. Yeah, it's three. It's three of them, right? Okay, cool. Why do I have a Twitter notification? What's going on? Yeah, the first the first tweet I see is checking out the new Velma show. It sucks ass. Ugh. I would have to agree about the clips that I've seen. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for LGBTQ representation, but not in the way that they did for that freaking scene. That feels like a slap in the face to anybody who has panic attacks. Ugh. Ugh. Man. Why? That just seems unhealthy. Did I say this before? The things that I had, like the thoughts process that I don't remember if I said it here or if I said it at work while I'm like talking to myself in terms of trying to get the day to go by faster. I don't think I did. I don't think I said it here. If Velma is supposed to be a character self-insert, then it really does seem like there's some weird unhealthy relationship behind the scenes with people who might be technically even more some insert of certain characters. I guess the best way to explain it is I get the feeling that the creator has a friend that they were best friends with once in the past, but are now enemies, and now she wants to secretly fuck her, but can't. So instead of, making an embarrassment, she just goes on ahead and does the Velma show, and then there's that. That's my theory. Like maybe there's this one guy who was in love with her, but she sees him as a brother, and maybe he just wouldn't drop it. And that's what this current Norville is. Maybe there is a rich douche nozzle, a rich racist douche nozzle. I don't know. These are things that I'm thinking of could possibly be the case. Although apparently somebody said that somebody else is like writing most of it, but I don't know. She might have more influence than you think. It might have been its own thing, though. That's the thing that I'm not entirely too sure about. Could be rumors. Could be just people trying to reason why the hell this exists. I can understand why. Maybe you think there's no way HBO Max would be, or Warner Brothers in this instance, would be that stupid to use their already existing IPs to screw things. Actually, wait a minute. I remembered this thought process I had. What if all of this was on purpose? Put your tinfoil hats on, folks. What if this is all on purpose? What if HBO Max knew this show was going to bomb? Knew this show was going to suck so hard that they're going to use this as an excuse to say, see, animation is not whatever the hell it is they said it wasn't. Animation is not entertainment or something. And they're trying to use this as a means to freaking not to justify. That's the word I'm looking for. To justify them removing all the animation on their freaking platform. It's ingenious. It's insane. It's losing money. I guess it technically is, because they're definitely not getting back their money with this, are they? There's no way they're going to get their money back with this train wreck. I'm sorry, but a lot of people say it's a train wreck, and from the clips that I've seen, there are some good ones, like somewhat good ones, but a lot of it just seems like it's not going to jive with me. The ones where they just paused on Shaki's face saying that he hates drugs. It's something to do with drugs, which I hate. Blink. That was actually somewhat funny, but everything else, it's not really healthy to, take someone's interest in you as a joke. Because how do you think that makes the other person feel? I know some of y'all are probably, either some of y'all or a minority of you, I don't know, would probably be like, you just get over it and find somebody else. Which apparently does. Who knows what's going to happen, though. I don't really care. I think another episode came out today. I have to just look up the Reddit right now, actually. Right, Kat? I'm going to see it. Maybe we'll see if there's anybody making any, like, Velmet. Whoops, Velmet. Velmet. Why was that funny? No, not out of the loop, you fool. Back up, go to the subreddit. Alright, episode 3 and episode 4. Where was this in? This in our opinion? Alright, let's see. And it's a show that is massively flawed, but it's got its moments. Oh, you don't say. Oh, okay. I'm not going to watch it, though, still. It's not a Scooby-Doo show. It's a Velma show. Yep. Well, I don't know. I don't really care right now. Right now, the only show I'm currently focusing on one day at a time is Spy X Family. And any old cartoon nostalgia instance on occasions is Adventure Time. Just like how we did with... Just like what we did with... what was it? Ed and Eddie first, then Grim Adventures, or no, Kids Next Door, then Grim Adventures. So yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna watch that. At least not yet. Or ever. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll give it a shot, but maybe I won't like it. Besides, I got more things to do on my own. I got my own creations to work on. I've got my own videos to make. I guess technically Terraria and Minecraft, my own creations, are the buildings that I'm going to make, that I've made. Well, Terraria still's got some ways to go, though. I think our next episode we're going to be building a... well, not next episode. The next episode, the 4th episode, is where we're going to be building an arena. I would say spoilers, but by the time you see this, the 3rd episode will be out already. Or who knows, maybe you guys will come in here and like see it and be like, huh, maybe I go watch and not get spoiled. But spoilers is, we managed to get a gun. And not the way I wanted to get it, via fishing. Nope, I got it via breaking a crimson orb, or heart, wherever it was. It is a heart, I believe it was. But we got a gun. We're maxed out on health. No other spoilers. From 100 to 400 real quick. We got all that stuff. Now, we just gotta build an arena. Not only for the freaking Eye of Cthulhu, but for the goblins as well. Because they're gonna be coming soon. Hopefully they don't come until, the arms dealer shows up. But, with my luck, they're going to spawn and they're going to be an ass. They're going to suck. Hopefully we get lucky enough to not have to worry about them until the arena is built. And the arena is right smack dab in the middle of our goddamn house. So that means we're going to have to dismantle that house and build it somewhere else. Or at least build the forest village. Forest town. That would be the next best way to go about doing things, right? Yeah? So, anyways, we're making progress in Terraria. But for now, we got to try to plan out our next move. I definitely want to get to building some stuff. That's for certain. Right, Cat? Alright, I gotta save this thing here. Where is it? Elementals Reborn. Equipment. EQ. Do I have this thing? No, I don't. Steampunk. Oops, Punk. Breastplate. Steampunk Breastplate. There we go. How long have we been at this so far? Not even an hour. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's great. Not sure what kind of background I want to go for, though, yet. And now I drink. Really, cat? Really? What do you want?
Stop scratching it. Where's the meows at?
Alright, she ain't gonna meow. And she's gonna keep scratching that. Really, cat? See, this is what I mean. Ugh. You're scratching everything, even the back of my neck. That's fine, I think. Yeah, it's not wet. Good. And trust me when I say you wouldn't really know if I got a deep cut, because I don't have that, I'm like, or ooh. Or I'm just... Depends, really. Right, cat? I got an idea. Steam pipes. There's clearly, specific type of themes for some villages or villages or some castles. I like the idea of there being like a steampunk city. It's not like this sticks to like most fantasy scenes where it's basically like, it's strictly medieval, right, cat? Oop. Oop de snoop. Oop de snoop. You should keep purring on. So yeah, there could definitely be a steampunk town. Steampunk kingdom. There could definitely be one of those. So yeah, all things considered, this is not too far out. I even have some steampunk golems, too. Now that would be interesting. Going through most of Elden Rings, with my character who literally shouldn't really even have any form of, power with most of the things, it really makes me believe that the Elementals Reborn characters would definitely excel in that world. The world already's got magic, so it's not too far off. But mixing in two different types of magic, especially with freaking Gwyneth's fiery passion, are you kidding me? It's like a dragon's breath. What's more is that they probably are able to, okay, so the 4 episodes have been out. Gwyneth has utilized her fiery passion 4 times in one day. And you might think, oh, that seems a little bit too excessive, don't you think? It's basically there to tell you that there's a lot of mana reserve that people can have. It's like if the FP bar in Elden Ring slowly regenerated. Which I would like to imagine there is maybe a talisman or something out there that allows for that to occur. It makes sense, right? Yes. Slight regeneration of certain things. Right, cat? What you looking at? Boop. So yeah, all things considered, they would excel greatly in that world. You saw them, or you read them take down a dragon. That's a weird way to say it. You read them take down dragon. It only makes sense that if they were in that universe, they would destroy face. Even more so since I don't think... Okay, most of them does have resistance, but I feel like I did have fire grease on for one moment for the dragon, and it did do a little bit more damage. I don't think it procced any fire effects. I don't think it can at the moment. But we were able to do a little bit more damage to the dragon with fire. Put Gwyneth into there with the Askeil dragon, whatever the fuck his name was. And he does the fire breath. She could definitely use her wand to try to like redirect it and use her own fire to cook the dragon. At the very least, it would do some damage. And using an amber whip, outside of having some elemental aspects to it, it can definitely do some physical harm to the dragon. As well as having a hell of a lot more reach. Then there's the flaming comet, and then the fire flash. Dragon tries to do a freaking physical attack, and here comes Genthru with his rock shield. I guess difference with Genthru and his rock shield is that he can essentially just negate a lot of damage. No stamina either. I don't think stamina is really that big of an issue for these particular characters. I don't understand why our characters are so, like, stamina depraved. I mean, I don't know what, like, 100, level 99 endurance would give us in terms of stamina. I'm not entirely too sure. But low game level, our Tarnished really does not have a whole lot in the way of stamina, do they? When you got character... Well, I guess most anime characters basically just, like, stamina? What's that? I'll just keep attacking and attacking. And then there's also mono levels. What's that? No clue. But all I know is I got to attack. And, yeah. That's basically the long and short of it, right, Cat? I think you're off-center. Yeah, you are. You're not even centered properly. Yep. Did I just press 9? I pressed 9, goddammit. I'm glad I looked around the edges. The yellow box disappeared. Ugh, that's so annoying. What was I doing? 8. I was trying to press 8. That's right, so that you lined up for some... I don't know why I wanted you to line up. It doesn't matter. You're now just a pixel higher. That is so annoying. I really wish I didn't need to have to worry about accidentally pressing page up, page down, home, and end via the number pads. But I need to be able to nudge pads. I can't exactly just lose my ability to nudge pads, am I right? Right. You agree, right, Cat? Anyways, yeah. Did I say how many bosses I have, or what bosses I have left to kill in that first area? Outside of Stormvale? I don't think I said all of them yet. I don't know if I can remember all of them. There's the Golem in that one cave I haven't gone in yet. Guardian Golem thing, I think. Can't remember. There's a tree boss, apparently, in the Imp Statue dungeon. There's the bird, pumpkin head, and the troll in the Lime Graves tunnels. Alongside that, there's those 3 bosses in the sigil thing area, where you activate it and you don't have access to your horse or your... Well, I don't know. I don't think I tried to get access to my horse in that area. There's one that I probably could kill first try, but we'll figure that out soon enough. And alongside that, there's whatever the hell's left in Weeping Peninsula. I'm not sure what boss there we can take on, but there's a lot left. Apparently there's one boss in this tree area that gives me a significant amount of flask things for a certain thing. Okay, that's probably going to be like darkness, maybe, I think. Alright, good. That's the background done with. A simple background. I don't need to go too high or too hard on this. Alright, let's see. Golden pipe. Golden Pops. Guess it doesn't exactly matter which one we use. It's like a bronze steampunk-esque kind of area. My katana, I believe, is at level 4 now. With my great knife still at like 3. Well, now it's at 3. It wasn't at 3 before. And that blood blade, can't remember, from the Bloody Fingers guy, the dagger, is at 1. I can get a second one if I can somehow manage to kill that one boss. Gonna suck, but with Blail hopefully there, we shouldn't have too many issues. Hopefully. Box. Hopefulness. Getting an NPC summon for a boss where I can't even use my own summons, or maybe even torrent. Gotta really try to get levels up so that I can beat those bosses down without too many issues. I might try to do most of the other bosses first beforehand. Right, cat? Boop schnoop. We'll see what happens. Oops, I want wall, not box. I will say, though, I thought this game would be a lot more difficult. But I guess the way people, chalked it up was more a case of, they're purposely making it more difficult for them instead of going out of their way to try to, get themselves stronger and, get better weaponry. Upgrading weapons is very important. You can't go into the game thinking, oh, well, I'll see if I can get a higher level weapon, instead of trying to level up this one constantly. If you look at the wiki for the amount of weapons in the game in a certain class, there are not many. It's not like Borderlands where you can just, if you could upgrade a gun, you could be like, nah, I'll just get a level 30 gun instead of making this level 5 gun 2 upgrades up or something. That's not how that works. Nope. Most of the weapons you have is the weapons you'll stick with. Yeah, you can get better ones, and you could save up some of those smithing stones for them. But if you don't upgrade your weapons, you're going to have a hard time trying to get to those weapons in general, so you do need to upgrade. And we try to stick with one weapon. Unlike me, who is sticking with... this is Pipe 2A. Who's sticking with 3 weapons. And I guess... I don't know if this would be considered a weapon, because I have a seal that I'm going to try to get once I get my intelligence ups to the levels I need to actually use the seal. Oh, I already got number 2. I need number 3 now. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm mostly going to use that to, put poison on my sword. And essentially have, 2 different types of elements to choose from. One being the grease, and the other one being an incantation. That is my objective. Next, I believe, I'll probably kill off some trolls, level up a little bit, and get intelligence up to where I can use the seal. Or whatever needs to be brought up to use a seal. Intelligence is 9 right now. The only one that's a single digit, I believe. So maybe it might be a good idea to get that up. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I got a lot of ruins on hand at the moment, so... Oh, wait, no. Darkness is what we want. So I'll probably go to the troll area and kill a few of them or something. Alongside the darkness, I want steam. Steamed hams. And you call them steamed hams, despite the fact that they're obviously grilled. Cat's just standing there. Or not standing there, sitting there. Eyes closed, looking like she's done with something. You done with my bullshit?
I'm done with your bullshit. I don't want to deal with your bullshit anymore. Just sit there and stare at you.
That's what you're doing? Cat?
Meow.
I'm gonna wag your tail a little.
Meow.
I think that's how you're supposed to look at a cat, so they don't feel threatened. If you look at them, Slowly turn your head and close your eyes. Right, cat? But you're different. Wild cats make sense to do that too. Then they'll know that you're not a threat. But you were on me like monkey on banana when you were just a kitten. You're like, as soon as you saw me, you were like, "Yep, you're the one. You're the one. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be with you. I'm gonna be with you." Right, Cadillac? And then you've been there ever since. Sometimes you have some issues with your scratching. Scratching everything. Destroying shit. Getting food all over the place. Not even having the common courtesy to like pick it back up and put it in your dish. No, just leave it there. I'd say with the amount of food you keep getting all over the place, I'm surprised no ants decided to try to go after that. No, they only go after that when I leave like a trash somewhere. Or was it like, no, it was like with the Mepsi there. I left the Mepsi there. And after like, ooh, there's something up here. And then I started killing them, and then they haven't came back since. Once the ants realized that there was a massive threat in the area, they didn't come back. We haven't seen one since. And now that it's winters, we're never going to see one until probably summer. It makes me wonder if there's going to be like a new generation of ants that are like, they have no idea what this area has. All they know is that there's potentially food in this area. They're like, food, brothers, food. And then, giant killing us very effectively and quickly. And either, mini giant attacking us? It looks like it's trying to pat at it. I don't know what it's doing. Danger. This area is danger. It makes me wonder how the hell, in the past with Captain Sparkles, how the hell ants kept on invading his home. You just gotta kill them a bunch. Kill the ants a bunch. Emit a very murderous aura. If they realize that there's a being there with murderous intent, not even a case of just annoyance, just a case of you're gonna die kind of murderous intent, then maybe they will just leave. Maybe that's what he needs to do. Maybe he needs to just look at the ant and be like, I'm gonna kill you, and then just punch it. Although he'd probably be like, ow. Where me, I'm like, and I'm fine. But then again, that kind of contributes to my masochistic style. So we're going in the vein of Mark. Well, he hit his finger onto something. And all that's doing is stinging. When Mark will be like, oh, boo-boo kiss. One boo-boo kiss. And although he is mostly just hammering it up for the camera, I feel he'd be like, It's like when I freaking hit my elbow and knee, like most people will be like, oh, where I'm like, and just punch it. See, it stings. I actually did hit it there. And, not that bad. I mean, yeah, when it happens unintentionally, it's annoying, but, again, I think my masochistic styles and my higher tolerance to pain kind of just negates a lot of the dabblage that I feel sometimes. So much so to a point where I feel like there's some damage happening inside of me that I don't realize, but I've become so used to pain that I'm probably going to die in like a month or two. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's not. But, yeah, pain tolerance high. I don't think it's high enough to where I don't, feel anything massive. It's just that it doesn't bother me as much as most people probably would. It was different before in the past when I was younger. Now it's just a case of rage and anger as I get hit by inanimate objects that feel like they're just magnetically gravitating towards me despite the fact that they're stationary. How the hell do I keep accidentally running into certain things? I have no idea. But I want to punch those things. I've punched a lot with this hand in the inanimate object forms, not real people. I think I've punched a real person from long ago when I was young. I don't really quite recall. I have some general idea of some person that I punched multiple times because they were a creep. No idea. No idea what it was, or why it was, or how it was. All I know is that I punched. And that was when I was young. Now, well, I probably would still punch if I get ticked off enough. I get ticked off enough, and I'll go apeshit. The demon gets let out. Unlikely that it would occur at the moment, but we're going to be going into freaking hard mode of Sonic. Well, we are already in hard mode missions of Sonic Adventures 2. Then, of course, there's the A rank stuff, which is gonna suck. Goddamn nail keeps bending. Trying to bring it up, but it always just freaking it goes back downwards. I don't like that. Why can't nail just go out straight like this nail? Why do you gotta bend? Why can't you do this? Whatever. It's fine. It's fantastic. It's hunky-dory. Oh, I'm not annoyed at all the problems my bodies keep having. No, it's not annoying. It's not annoying that our body just can't be perfect, can't be better. I'm not annoyed about the frequent, sometimes internal pains that I sometimes can get on certain body parts like the chest or even the stomach. No, it's not annoying that this occurs. It's annoying that RNG really just keeps trying to screw me over with so many freaking things piling up moment after moment. It really just makes me pissed. I really just wish for once RNG would be on my side. For fucking once. But no, it never is. RNG always wants to give me the shittiest fucking deal possible. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll kill RNG someday. We'll kill RNG. Who knows? Maybe if I kill RNGesus, I become RNGesus. And then I can have a good luck. And everybody else can have the good luck. Oops. Nobody will be left with bad luck. Nobody at all, right, Cat? I can't necessarily blame you because you're black and white, just like Closter was. Although I still called her a bad luck cat when it comes to gaming. I was like, rub the cat for good luck. Rub the cat for good luck. But it didn't work. It always just gave me bad luck. I don't know about you yet. Do you give good luck? Well, all in all, I'd say I think I've made my point. I hate RNG, and RNG hates me. I don't even think there's going to be a moment where we can work together. Because RNG does not want me to be happy. What are you looking at? Are you looking at a fly? A ghost? Which flying anomaly are you staring at? You're just doing this, looking around like that. You see a ghost? Oh, there goes a little bit of knee pain and right. It was like a kind of twinge. It's not like a. It was like a. Which doesn't really make any sense. Just think of it like you got like a little internal pinch that like was slight twinge and then faded away quickly. I guess the best way I could probably describe it was like this, normal, and then back down to whatever the hell that was. Maybe not like that. Like, let's say this was like high. It would be like right here. This one's minor pain. This one's, what do you call it? That's moderate. This is high. I'd say we're on moderate, which shouldn't really be any moderate pain, but that's just the body being a douche. Apparently that's a thing that you have to worry about on occasions. Occasional body pains for some reason. That occurs for some scientific reason that's apparently not bad according to doctors. Although, you don't really know if the doctors are going to get the thing right, because sometimes you need to get a second opinion. Apparently there's this one person who had like a tumor that was like large, almost as larger as their brain. Like, I don't know how it was, but it was like their brain was like right like this, and there was like a tumor was like this. Took up a large moment. I don't know how the hell you would come back from that. I think at that point you're dead. You might as well just get your bucket list made and get ready to do stuff. That, or you try to figure out a way for you to get like control of your soul and then just have your soul create a new physical body. You retain the memories of your previous life so you can continue living it. Come back from dead, be like, hey guys, I managed to come back from dead. And you're like, what? But you had a tumor in you. And then they take you to the hospital, and then they're like, a tumor is gone. Huh? But you died like 2 weeks ago. Then you'd be like, that I did. But then I somehow woke up on like the fields above my grave. Or maybe at home. I don't know where the hell your soul would go after death. And then I found myself alive and healthy. Huh. And doctors are baffled. Nobody knows what the hell happened. And nobody would know because we don't really have anybody trying to like scientifically look into anything supernatural like. I mean, yeah, like why, even if it's not as important, I still feel like if there is some merit to trying to look into like the other world kind of deal or whatever the frick the afterlife could be, if like the afterlife is something we could like look into. I mean, yeah, think about it. It's a mystery, but a lot of people have experiences with ghosts and paranormal based stuff, and that is a thing that people experience. Whether it be superstition or not, there's definitely something people are experiencing on occasions with something more supernatural. So there is something occurring far beyond our viewpoint. So, yeah, I'm willing to believe that there is definitely something in the afterlife, but I just don't know what. Oh, I can get rid of blank now, because we got darkness taking over everything. Okay, aside from that, I kind of want to have, like, dust. Is this Steam? Oh, good, I saved Steam. Good. Great. Fantastic. Steam Tams. You can't really see the dust too well with all the pipes anyway, huh? Also, we didn't really do too much to the backdrop here, but that's because I really didn't know what else I could do to the backdrop here. That's the thing that sucks about background sometimes. I don't know how to do most of it. Whoops. 400. Alright, let's see. I'm sure there's something I could do. The problem with most of this is that a lot of it is usually meant to be clean. What if I were to do a little something like... Oh, but let me get the dust saved here before I do anything. Others, dynamic. And, oh wait, no, I probably shouldn't be at friggin' 10 for 10, shouldn't I? I should be 100 for 100. strange, but it could work. Like bolts or something. Or sequin. I mean, yeah, sequin does kind of... That does look like sequin, actually. Huh. I guess we could use these circles for sequins. I could also do an overlay as well to make that work. Or like blend in. Blend in more, maybe. I don't know, possibly. But it's better than leaving it completely barren with the only texture there being something that's not as, useful to use. So if I do overlay, can't see it. What if I did a vivid lighting? Can't see it. Cool. Well, no, you can see a little bit of it, but it's not noticeable enough to be like it. Overlay you can't see, though. What about pin light? Anything in the light department we just can't seem to see. Or at least see is good. Alright, I guess it's fine. This is more of a doodle than anything else. I'm not focusing too hard on the background. A lot of the main focus is supposed to be on the chess piece here. Ugh. So yeah. I say there's reasons to not really worry about this. Now I have that blending in when it shouldn't be blending in. Another thing I could do, definitely, is get a little square bunch happening on this wall, the regular wall. Rotate it. Mid-tone. Let's see. I was not looking at that right, but it's too late now. 30. 37. Never mind. It's 37 now. Alright, let's see. There's probably way more than I can do here. I just don't know what I need to do yet. Actually, I have one idea. Zoop. Whoops, probably should do this. And try to keep that process going slowly but surely. Keep trying to keep that process going until we get to this point where we only really need technically you three. Technically we don't need any of you. We don't need any of you at all. You, on the other hand, I don't think we even need that many of you. But you know what? It's good to keep there regardless. Alright, let's see. Now we got some holes. Okay, good. Great, fantastic. There's our holes. Okay. Not really the best. Wait, there is one thing I could do. Actually, yeah, wait, hold on. I don't do this enough because I kind of like fallen out of doing this. I am going to go on ahead and make some outlines here to put amongst this area. Make it look like it's kind of a spherical chamber of some form. You know what I mean? Spherical. Spherical! Okay. Alright. Let's see. Well, no, I gotta keep it all in the same category, you know what I mean? Now the question here is, are you lined up where you would be? Not really. I'm going to bring this over a little bit. Alright, let's see. Don't know how this is going to look, but let's line that up. Okay, how about 3? Okay, good. Well, I could just do this. Is that all? Not quite. I should do a couple more. And I'll do one at 1 and... Boop, boop, boop. There we go. There, at least now that has a little bit more use to it. I guess I could probably bring the wall decorum down to like 50 or something. Like wall decorations almost. Sure, why not? What else? What else? Had to sleep. Okay. Guess that's... Well, we could probably do a little bit more to the pipes at least. But what do we do for the pipes? Squares? Goes in the square pipe? Let's see. Yeah, nice square top. Keep the bottom part, what do you call it? Keep the bottom part a little bit more smooth. Maybe this box get a little squared up. Okay. I think that's all I can do for now with that. I'm pretty sure. I'm just not really, feeling it with the background yet, really. We got Chet's breastplate done with, and that's all that matters right now. Background is just simplistic. I could... Well, yeah, let me get this... the shadows for this done with first, I guess. Then I'll try the new thing, or the thing that I had in mind that I probably should have there regardless. There's going to be another pipe down below, but you won't be able to see it. It's going to be its own thing, going off of its own instance. It is strange to think that this is basically an aqua-based armament. Despite all the steams making it seem like it's... I don't even know what that would look like. Would steampunk technically be look like nature almost? I mean, just because you are an aqua magic user doesn't mean that your armament's going to look like water. And just the same with all the other stuff. Well, I guess it's mainly because the color scheme is not like blue. It's not like how Chrome Wars does things, where a lot of the things are color-coded towards the faction. Which makes sense. You need to have color coding for the faction so that your faction members know that, oh hey, that blue mech is one of ours. That blue-ish gun is one of ours equipment. One of our equipment. And that makes sense, because if you're going to be using equipment that you're, faction made, you want to make sure that you use the equipment and not some other faction's equipment. Because who knows if their equipment's even good? Or if their equipment is, secretly bugged to explode if not used by the faction member. Although that's more likely, or jam probably. That's more likely what the cerulean would do with explosions while everybody else does jamming. Should have put that in now later. It's fine, doesn't matter. I don't think we're going to be doing much with the paths now after this. Yeah, this is what I wanted to do. Well, at least we're getting through this relatively quickly. I could have done this yesterday, but I just didn't. I didn't even feel like making a video that day. Just way too tired. I'm too tired now, but I kind of don't really have much of a choice now, do I? I gotta get the video done with, and I gotta get the drawing done with. And then after we've done that, I'll maybe most likely play some Elden Ring. We'll see what happens. I may kind of want to get a head start on the next hardcore mature drawing, but I'll do that Saturday instead. Because Sunday is a Bob Ross drawing. All of Sunday. Can't even all of Sunday. But we'll see what occurs. I want to get that done within one video. One video. Where we essentially just momentarily become Bob Ross as we draw one of his landscapes drawings. In my own style. And probably even adding a little bit more flair to it in my style as well. Like maybe if there's not supposed to be a bush there, I'll put a bush there or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But the idea here is to try to do like a little Bob Ross landscape drawing, where it's basically not entirely copying, but rather making one of his drawings in my style. It's like, you know, trying to draw a fan art character. You usually try to copy them, but you do it in your style. Although I guess in my style, the fan art characters usually stay close to the same. Like that one drawing I did with Gwen from Total Drama Island. Face is still the same, but her body is more akin to my style in the sense that she's not angular. Head's more angular though. But a lot of the body is more akin to how I usually draw bodies. It's the same thing can be said with, what do you call it? The Johnny Test drawing, the one with Lila Test and those two android girls, Miss X and Miss Z. Although Miss X and Miss Z look strange in my style. In this show, I don't know. They seem like they have a much larger forehead. But then again, their eyes were like this big instead of like this. I probably could have made them a little bit smaller. And made their eyebrows a little bit more larger. But, it's fine. I do want to draw them again at some point, so maybe I can fix them a bit more. Right, Cat? Rogue robots that I don't even think are used anymore. Not even in the reboot, but I haven't watched the reboot. I feel like that isn't really going to go any good. ER Sports. Steampunk Kingdom. We might have like a steampunk area. Filler episode-esque kind of thing. Maybe some Ruben backstory or something. Ruben and Beatrice. Depends. We'll see what occurs. Like I said, a large majority of Elementals Reborn consists mostly of episodic stuff. The first arc is the one arc that's like larger than most episodes would be. Fifth episode is going to consist of trying to figure out their purpose for this particular, what do you call it? Oh, actually, that looks good for like the frontmost area. I'd say maybe try to make it a little bit more orangey, but I don't know if orange is what we want here. It's a steam-based area, so it makes sense that it would need to be a little bit more steam-like colored in the fog department. Yeah. Dark fog-like colors, followed by bright orange lighting. So yeah, the first 4 episodes are an arc. Half of the arc gets finished up in the first, or the rest of the arc gets finished up in the first half of the episode. And then a new arc, well, not arc, the episodic instance begins, where now they're trying to figure out what the, what kind of a clue they can get. Light rays. to uncovering the mysteries of the Elementals Rebirth. Because clearly this is going to be a very challenging endeavor. Everybody on the planet has not been able to figure out the secrets of the Elementals Rebirth. They couldn't figure out the mysteries. Why it happened, why it occurred, where it occurred, how to stop it. Nobody knows. And many people try to go out of their way to find this mystery only to end up empty-handed. Some people probably looked all over the entire freaking planet to try to find some form of clues. It could just be a very special event that occurred. And that's what happened. No reason behind it, it just occurred. But there's no way to know 100% for a fact until somebody goes out of their way to try to uncover the mysteries. The absence of evidence is not evidence of absence or something. Somewhere on the lines of that. Just because you don't know of the unknowns, don't mean that there aren't any unknowns. Of the known unknowns that you come across in the world. It might get you closer trying to figure out the mysteries, but you might not come up with anything. And if you don't come up with anything, don't think that there isn't something out there. Just means you haven't looked hard enough. If I remember the frickin' phrase correctly, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. I think I got that wrong before, but I don't remember. Just because there are known unknowns doesn't mean that there's known unknowns, or fuck. I can't even replicate that. It's so confusing. What? I don't understand. You're not making any sense to me. Could you please speak more quietly and slowly, please? Oh! Remember that one? Big Smoke is real big and he tries to order a lot of stuff, but the cashier can't really hear him. And then apparently Gmod guy grows big and fights Big Smoke, and then CJ shoots himself in the head because he doesn't know how the hell he can fight two behemoths. I don't know where the hell that YouTube poop video is, and on its own, well, not really YouTube poop, it's its own thing. But it's there. It's there in some form. Just don't know where. I'm not entirely too sure if it's even in its own video. It's probably just in its little collage thing or something. We're almost done. I don't think there's too much more I can do with the shadows here, because a lot of this is kind of, you can see the shadow rays in the darkness before ye. In the darkness before ye, you can't even see the shadow rays. I feel like I want to add one more fog layer, though, in the back. But I'm not sure what. Let me see. Fog 1C. I want to see. Orange? No. This orange? No. Teal? Kind of. What about this shade of teal? No. How about darker teal? Oh, that actually looks not too bad. Okay, cool. I'll go with that then. And now to finish it up with effects. Alright, getting the first effect area in. I like how I got to a point where I could just, with the areas. Just to finish that off. My way of typing, I've said this before in multiple videos, but my way of typing doesn't really follow suit like the same instance where you have like, I don't remember, what was it again? Where you have all four onto like ASDF and HJKL. It's JKL. Like, think his name was, right? Right? JKL? Yeah, it was. HJKL. Just keep breathing. Breathing close. Anyways, yeah, I know, I've stated it before, but my way of typing is not, like, it's completely different than what you expect. It's like doing this. And I usually get that right 100% of the times. Usually. But only if my fingers and hands are already on there. I mean, obviously, when it comes to, like, if you gotta do stuff like mouse to thing every single time, it will take a little bit of adjustments. But when you're on there, whew, I'm on there. Now, let's see. It also helps if you're in the right spot and position. Also, when you're thinking about it, you don't really, you're subconsciously like, oh, wait, I'm in the wrong spot now or something. And then you start screwing up. You gotta do it without thinking. Oh, God, why are you doing that? Don't you tell me I don't have enough RAM. Okay, maybe don't do that size. That size apparently is too much for this to handle. That one could probably just be blue. I can type area down like a madman. Like, I don't know why that's the frickin' hand motion I'm doing for that demonstration, because that's not exactly what I'm doing. But that's the hand motion that I'm doing for y'alls to see. I think light purple might be better for this one, actually. Oh yeah, light purple looks way better. Gotta change that to light purple now. It's still insane how I've gotten... It's like I've upgraded from this to just doing that and not like this, like everybody else is doing. I feel like that requires way too much thinking for me. I needed to do something that was more up my alley. I might miss it a few times, but I'm fast enough to be able to be like, oh, nope, that's not it. The backspace, and then boom, back on track. Yup. You just gotta be subconscious about it and not think about it too hard. I think this is done, actually. Sepia. Alright. Then after that, I gotta get this video ready to be posted. Probably have to wait for freaking 3 hours for the SD to process. But it's fine. I'll just get the link for the thing and put it there. And if it says video is still being processed, then you guys can wait. God. I don't know why I keep trying to see what that does to this, to the drawing. Like if I did basic black. Oh, all I did is just brightens it up and lightens it up. Oh wait, no, that's not it. 50% brightness, you fool. Yeah, you can't see anything there, right? That's because the sepia is an even match. Apparently, if it's even in the middle portion, you can't see it that well. Now, the question is, what kind of sepia do I want to go for this one? I don't know about that one. Orange? We could try. 2 orange. Might be orange enough. That actually might be good. Well, let me put that in the reserves. What does this one look like? It's better. This one looks better than that. Let's revert. I want to see yellow for a second. Yellow does make it brighter, though. Mix between that or that. But that one does make it more brighter. Yeah, no, yellow. I found the yellow. Good, good. We looked around. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Second to last episode before the Bob Ross episode, which will be on a Sunday. Guarantee it. So, there you go. The Steampunk Breastplate. For any Aqua Steam users who want to try to utilize their Steam magic to the best of their abilities, there you go. So with effects, without effects, with effects, without effects, so on and so forth. Well, that's another one done right there, and well, as soon as this thing is done saving, and less than 2 hours it's fine, okay. So there we go, folks. Oh, I'm so tired. Anyways, there's the Steampunk Breastplate. So, thank y'all for watching hair that's going off the side. Today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, previous episode of Hard Time right over here, and the most recent episode of Sonic Adventures 2 Battle, where I gotta do a next set of episodes, but two a week this time, instead of in bulk. Anyways, I'll see you in the next episode where we do Bob Ross parody. Later.